All right, good morning, everybody. As you can see, I literally just woke up. I was scrolling through Twitter having my morning coffee, and I realized this is actually pretty important. So we're doing another video on Meng Yin Liu, the woman yesterday she released a video talking about her side of story on apparently she's getting all these attacks and discrimination and so on. Now, what's happening today is actually very interesting because I think this is perhaps the most important, not about her personally, but what's behind her. So it's all but confirmed that the so remember this lady here, right? Christine Lee. She was named by the MI5 back in 2022 as an agent of influence. MI5 being like the FBI equivalent in the United States. The reason is here it says British Security Service issued an alert earlier this year stating that a UK-based lawyer had been engaged in political interference activities for the Chinese state. MI5's public naming of Christine Lee and a recent unprecedented news conference with the FBI mark a shift in approach being taken against the security threat posed by China. So two things, important details matters here, right? Okay, the first one is saying that Christine Lee is a UK-based lawyer. And the second part is she's been engaging in political interference activities for the Chinese state. Okay, two important details to remember. Here's the reason why. Now, if you recall back in, I think this, right? So this picture here, she has personally met with Xi Jinping back in Beijing. Now, if you don't know what this is, right, this is a bunch of people in a conference zone. This is called the Political Consultative Conference, which is basically they invite a bunch of people living overseas back to China to get greeted by Xi Jinping to thank them for their effort in conducting influence operations overseas. So it's called a political consultative conference. Now, it's also possible that Christine Lee doubles as somebody from one of the intelligence bureaus that I done in my previous video, so you can go check them out. So her tasks could be double, how would you call that, two security levels or secretive levels. On the surface, she's a lawyer in the UK, and she is also a political influence campaign specialist, and also she could also be a secret agent doing something even worse, right? We've seen photographs of her with just appearing at various different events, including this is her now, but in the background. Now, the reason why I never mentioned her in my previous videos is because I never got a full confirmation, just because the video is very blurry. I had no idea if that's actually her. I didn't want to be just randomly, pinning names on different faces. But today, Meng Yin Liu, look what she says here. She says, this is illegal in UK law, and Christine Lee has confirmed that this, as she is a lawyer. Even police in St. Pancras confirmed, blah, 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 right? Okay. So, Meng Yin Liu, I don't know why she's digging her own grave here. She just keeps talking, and she even did this interview with a YouTuber who apparently is based in Shanghai, saying, again, repeating the same thing, saying how that she has been discriminated against. But there's another detail which I'll talk about next. But for now, this basically confirmed that the entire operation at St. Pancras Piano was a Chinese influence operation. And the very fact that this was confirmed by her tells me that the entire thing started because Christine Lee did not want her face to appear on camera, but she was not able to go up directly to confront Dr. K, being that she's publicly known by the MI5 as an agent of influence. Now, Christine Lee is suing, apparently, that MI5, saying that she is, being basically her personal damage. She's seeking personal damage because of her reputation is being damaged, blah, blah, blah. And here says her human rights. But we all know that just based on this picture alone, being at this particular place, you are already doing the bidding of the CCP. Now, let's talk about Meng Yin Liu a little bit. Because in this video here, this is the interview she did, she talked about a very important detail. I think all people, this is so important. I keep stressing this for you guys to understand, because I think this is the talking point that the CCP uses to get people confused, right? She mentions here, she's like, not everything I do is for the CCP or for the Chinese government, because she was asked, are you doing this for the Chinese government? She says, no, we're just doing Chinese New Year greeting. But think about this, right? when you hold the flag of China, you're not holding the flag of China. You're holding the flag of the Chinese Communist Party. And again, I'll stress this again. The CCP actively tries to combine the party and the state together by actions, by their propaganda, and just in terms of the overall rhetoric. The reason is they want people in China to think that by loving the country, they're loving the party. By loving the party, they're loving the country. So when somebody like Meng Yi says that I'm not doing anything for the CCP, she doesn't actually understand. Okay, I actually don't think she understands this. In fact, I think this whole thing, she was pretty naive to do this. So in fact, today I made a suggestion to her on my excuse me, on my Twitter page. What did I say? I said that, if you want to clear your name, you should openly denounce the CCP and then quit the CCP. So quit your membership, live in a free country, right? You live in the UK, just do that, and then you will no longer receive any threats. And if she's actually, she was fooled to come to this thing because of friends or something, I still think that Newton Lung and the other lady, Adelina, and of course now Christine Lee, they're the problems. So I hope that Meng Yi Liu can answer this and tell me, will she do this or not? But this is all but confirmed. The people that Dr. K was confronted by, or confronted with, are not there for the purpose of just celebrating Chinese New Year. They are there for a Chinese political influence campaign. And this was probably organized by Christine Lee, who is sort of the shadowy figure behind all this. And this pretty much confirms it. And the other part, let me just find this. Okay, yeah, so I found it here. She's actually suing apparently Dr. K for defamation and privacy reasons. And then she's like threatening to sue Byron here. Byron Wan, by the way, if you have Twitter, go follow Byron because he's doing some amazing work here. But they're actively suing Dr. K. Now, this is very interesting because the CCP and Christine Lee is using legal warfare to. It's so bizarre, right? Like they're in a free country and this is transnational repression. They're using Chinese Communist Party logics and laws to try to police people in the UK, and now they're suing them. There's no defamation there because obviously we all saw the clip. He did not say anything racist. He didn't say anything that was wrong, and so I believe that there's no grounds for them, no merit for them to win as well. But I just find it interesting because they're now using UK law to try to further essentially enact CCP logics in the UK. Now, all right, so that's just a short video today about this because now the whole situation I think has shifted, and I think Dr. K needs to be aware that this is he was not just against a series of random CCP nationalists. He's actually against a systematically planned out series of influence operations, and this, in my view, escalates the situation entirely. I think he should do something to protect himself, protect his family, and also be aware of who he's dealing with. This is not a regular group of people anymore. All right, that's it today for this episode. Check out tonight's video. We'll be breaking down every little reference in Name Wee's new music video called People of the Dragon. So stay tuned for that. All right, until next time, bye-bye.